Hello, my name is Sam Fuller. This is my final major project pitch and the units for the unit. This is like a mood board that I've done. It's kind of like vague at the moment, but I'm going to work on it. It's just, yeah, a summary of what I'm going to be talking about. Right, format. Why have you chosen your particular media? So I've chosen to do documentary because I feel like it's the most effective format of presenting my project, because basically my project is going to be about young people, and I feel like young people kind of interact more with the media, so I've chosen to do it as a documentary. Could it be done in a different format? Could be, but if it was any other format like a magazine, it wouldn't really be as effective, as people don't really read magazines that much, especially in this day and age. Yeah. Why would your chosen format be better? Well, basically just elaborating on what I first said, it's just better because it emphasises how important the actual topic is. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory to be honest. Rationale, what are you hoping to achieve? So I'm kind of hoping to, it's kind of like in stages, so my main focus is to complete all pre-production work, which I'm pretty much almost done. Then secondly, it'll be actual production work, so filming on time, like making sure where I'm filming is like safe to like film, and that I have all the equipment and everyone that I need to have in the film. Then the last thing will probably be like the editing, and then the evaluation stage. But yeah, I just hope to have a clean project. Who are you making your project for? So, my project is kind of age, like the age group is going to be between 18 to 25, or just anyone who can relate to that popular demographic. I've chosen a specific age group because it's the most common age group that you find that is like involved in youth activities such as skating or like going to a rave. So that's the age group that I've chosen. A few years back, it would have been like less, like it would have been a bit more older, but nowadays it's kind of aged more between like 12 and 19. Like the younger generation is kind of like evolved more in the topic I'm going to be talking about. So it's kind of like a wide variety, but I'm basically aiming at between 18 to 25 for that reason. Yeah. What primary research will you undertake? So I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be doing a questionnaire / a survey and maybe like a group study. This is kind of the only primary research I can really do. I'll probably be doing it in class or out of class so that I can get like a biased and non-biased like sort of opinion. So it's like much more reliable when it comes to actually producing. What's my secondary sources? It will be research online, like YouTube videos or just any sort of media platform which can give me a good idea of how I'm going to like, film my documentary will be useful. I've already done the research online, so that's pretty much out of the way. Yeah. Codes and conventions. So the codes for the documentary, as you see, stereotypically people don't really wear anything like a suit. It's just a very relaxed like fit. There's no like specific code to like what you wear. You just wear whatever because it's a documentary. What else? Camera angles. Usually just like a double or like a multiple shot, because you're gonna have like more than two people in the documentary. You're gonna be having like B-roll, which will have like a wide variety of like different images and stuff. So yeah, there's that. Conventions. The conventions of the documentary are kind of just to inform and like kind of not surprise but like shock the viewers into like what the documentary's about. So it's kind of filled up with like stats, facts, and just everything you kind of need to know, but without making it like boring. But my documentary is going to be kind of like off the standard. It's going to be more informal than it is formal. Just because I feel like if it's too formal, then people will get bored. But if it's like informal, then everyone's gonna care. But I find it more interesting. But yeah. The resource list is a bit short right now because this is like the basics that I know. I'll probably add to it as production continues, but voice recorder obviously, so I'm obviously not going to use the camera quality because it's just useless, and yeah, when I'm having interviews I'm going to need to have clear quality. Film DSLR camera, if I can get hold of one. I've already got a film camera at home, but if I can get hold of a better camera, then I'll come down to that. Tripod, obviously, to have like a steady shot, so it's just not like wonky and it just looks a bit messy. Fly cam, it's not really that important, it's just kind of like a platform where you can just hold it and walk with someone, so it's like still. Obviously, an open studio space, that's all depends on if I can find space, but that's priority, to be honest. And then interviewees / cast, that's just people that's going to be involved in the project, really. So yeah, but I will add to it as time goes. So this is like basically back in the research again, but I'll be doing a survey and a questionnaire asking people like who I'd say fit in that general demographic, like how feasible my plan is, and like if I could add to it, or like if it's fine as it is and what can make it better, etc., etc. So I'll be doing that in class and outside of class, so once again I have two different opinions which will be really useful for my production. And then yeah, obviously the group study, which is just sitting down with a bunch of people and just asking them in a group, like recording it as well, asking them like, how I think the project will go, how they think it can be better, if they would have done things different, what similar products are out there and what can you use as inspiration. Really, with documentaries, you just have to study online. It's basically, you can't really read up on anything, it's mainly just by physically watching a documentary and just taking notes of like key details, like camera shots and like how scenes change and like what the main focus point is. So yeah, that's really the inspiration. Potential problems. So faulty equipment, obviously you could drop a camera or the camera could not work. Having like a backup battery would also be helpful. Just mainly anything that's electrical, which can obviously like just stop working at any point, is one main issue. Bad weather. Most of my scenes will probably be taken outside. So if there's rain, not only will it affect the equipment, but it will also affect like gathering footage and like getting around to different places. It's better if like it's a bit more overcast and it's raining, because it just makes life so much harder. Location, the set location I'll be filming in will probably be in like a street, so if it's too overpopulated then it won't really like come out that well. So I'll have to film at a certain part of the day in a certain area. I might not even have access to certain places where I'll be filming, like a store, like a retail store in Central. They're really like stingy on having cameras. So yeah, that's something I'll have to look into a bit more. Cast, obviously people are going to be busy on different days, so I'm going to have to give people a good notice in advance to like make sure we're all there on the same day at the right time, so that it doesn't really like long out the production stage. So yeah, that's what I have. Skills. This is basically just the skills that I need. It's just going to be about camera techniques mainly. That's the one thing I'm focusing on, to make it look clean and professionally done. So it's just like, say you have like more than two people in a shot, you're going to have a wide shot, so you can have everyone like in along with the audio, so that it just looks like properly done. The knowledge aspect of the documentary is just once again watching other documentaries and seeing how the layout is. Yeah, just making sure that when I'm asking questions and when I'm talking to people in interviews, that there's no misunderstanding of information, and there's just no having to like redo different clips over and over again. Go back. What skills do I need to work on? Just general camera skills, you know, just making sure that I have a steady hand and that, you know, each shot will look like correct, so it won't look like out of place. When I'm talking or walking, you know, make sure to like follow the person at the right distance, at the right angle as well. So it's just like minor details that I'm going to have to really work on. But yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah. This is my Gantt chart. As you can see, the dates are beneath. 2 bars represent 2 weeks, 1 bar represents 1 week. So I won't go into it too much, but the research take at least 2 weeks because that's going to have like multiple different sources of research, including the questionnaires and what's else. What else? Filming's going to take up to more than 2 weeks. Maybe even like, I'm not sure. It depends. It'll probably change as it is, but right now I've had it for like 2 weeks. Editing will also take 2 weeks, also something that will probably change as it goes, but the aim is to keep on schedule and not to have it any shorter or longer, just so it's just reliable to look back on. Yeah, presentation obviously will only take a week, or matter of a few days. Evaluation, just a day, a couple of days, pretty much. Yeah, so any questions?
Right.
Yeah.
So say if it's populated,
yeah,
and you're gonna have trouble. Like, what sort of time of the day are you gonna do that?
So obviously, some shots I'm gonna want to have like a lot of tourists and a lot of people in the shot. Then other days I'm gonna want it a bit more clear, so I'll have to do it more, maybe like in the evening, because early mornings when people are on their way to work, people are in a rush. So if I aim it maybe on like a Sunday or just a weekday when it's just a bit more quiet. Yeah, it would just depends on the time and area that I film in, but yeah. Any other questions? Anyone? No?
No.
Everyone pleased? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.